It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Man, you know, things just take time. That's the thing. Things take time, guys. Things take time. Everything takes time. And there's just so many things I can do. And so I'm over here thinking, dude, what are you doing? Why are you even like making these videos like this video right here? Why am I even making this video? Why am I even doing this? And, you know, it's like I guess I can't help myself. It's entertaining for me to make these videos and just talk about stuff and I'm not hurting anyone. I'm completely fine. I'm doing completely fine. But it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I had something to say, something to talk about. Do I really have anything to talk about? I've been thinking a lot of stuff. I've been thinking about some things. Like I started to think about how streamers were only entertaining because they were pretending they were having fun, and it's entertaining, it's fun to pretend you're having fun type thing. So it's kind of weird because I was just playing a couple different games and I've just been switching off, and it's kind of nice because I'm not streaming and I can just be like, "You know what? I'm going to do whatever I want." But it takes time. It takes time, man. Everything takes so much time. And maybe this is just me just maturing into something else, maturing into a new version of myself. Um, but yeah, I was thinking about it, and I think it's just bullshit. It's kind of BS, man, for me to sit here and say, yeah, people are just pretending they're having fun. Well, like a comedian. Just think about a comedian. Are they really having fun? Like, what really makes them have fun? Their imagination. That's all it really is. Like me, I'll be sitting here singing a song, some weird, offensive song, and I don't mean anything by it. I'm not trying to say anything to anyone. But I know that some people can take it the wrong way, or they think I'm some sick freak or something, and I don't know why. It just seems like making some weird sexual song that's just like I don't know. It just seems like that is for some reason that stuff's like my go-to, or like nasty stuff or sexual stuff. Just like comedically, just like zipping to that stuff. And I don't know, it's like maybe I shouldn't try to be like my idols. Maybe I shouldn't be like other people I see on TV or in movies. Or wait, does anybody even watch TV or movies anymore? And so yeah, and I think about that too. I'm like, you're trying to like, I don't know, like you listen to some band or something, right? And they did this entertainment thing, and they did this thing that they were doing, and you're like, that tells me I can do whatever I want, right? Like you should probably not listen to that stuff. You know what I mean? Like you see some comedian or a band or someone, and they're like living their life. They're like out there, you know. And for one, I mean, if you succeed with any of that stuff, probably grinding a long time, or you're just really lucky, or who knows, you're just super talented. And it's like, what the hell? Like, how did you do it? I don't know. And different people like people for different things, So I don't know. It's kind of crazy for me to try to force comedy on people and stuff. But I do think I have maybe matured a little bit. It's crazy to think about how much can happen in a year or a couple years, and just like how much different you can become. And so for me, like, I don't know. I think some people are just funnier people because they're just that way. So if you like try to be funny and you're just not that person, and that's what happens to people though. They try to be funny and then they almost drift away from like what normal people, like how much time people would put in, and then and then you quit, or you don't do it as much or not as interested because you can't really see the skill cap or whatever. Or like it's kind of crazy how a game can still be entertaining to a certain person if they're getting more out of it. Like a professional esports person that's really pushing the boundary of the game being entertaining. It's like the most extreme, you know, taken to the edge, taken to the most extreme of that game is playing, professionally playing in tournaments or whatever, And it's kind of funny because the tournaments are almost it almost seems like they're almost propaganda in a way because it's like, he's like, oh, they're the best. If you win this, you're the best in the world. And I don't know. I think that tournaments are kind of, I don't know. You have to play against a person a lot. I think you have to play against a lot to really, you know, see who's the best because people get lucky in game. And that's the thing is, I think some people don't realize that they're playing just to get lucky. If you really think about, and because I was playing a game earlier, and I'm thinking about this game, and I'm just like, it seems like half the people on here are just playing to get lucky because like you're playing and you want to validate it, you want to feel it, at the end the win, and then if you lose, you feel devastated or you're flustered. You got proven wrong. You're not it. You're not skilled, and really all it is focusing and being able to click something better than another person, which is kind of stupid. Kind of, if you think about it, it's just just hand-eye coordination. It's like it's kind of like throwing a ball. It's like you're shooting a gun in a game, but you're not actually shooting a gun. But yeah, I was just thinking about that. There's like a lot of different things that I think about that I think, it's weird because I almost thought like I was starting to see how pointless games are, but I think a lot of people see how, you could look at that angle of it like this is so pointless. Why the hell am I doing this? But if you really love it, you'll stick around, you'll keep on going and stuff like that. And that's really for anything like comedy or anything. I just think like comedy especially can be it can open up a new world for some people, I think, because like if you I don't know, it's kind of weird to think like doing immature comedy without depth for people, you'd almost be like some weird like actor for like in a kids show or something, right? So I almost think like comedy can open itself up to people, and that's used to it's like critical thinking and you know that almost mature kind of opening where you can think of things and it's funny, you know you can just think of like how like everything can look like it like you can look like it can look like someone is so much better than you, but in the end we're just people. But and that's the crazy kind of paradox of succeeding is it's like you can succeed, but are you really better than all of those other people? I mean, maybe you're just living in your own little reality, and that's what people tend to do is like, you're just living in your own little dream or whatever. So and it's almost like what's the point of this anymore? But that's what people do. That's their purpose is they find something they are naturally interested in, and you know, and then they just kind of stick with it. I'm so far gone. No, I don't know. But yeah, it's been a minute since I talked, so